Hey, welcome back. As you can see in this video, we're actually going on with complementary angles. But before we can go on to any kind of an example, what are complementary angles? Well, complementary angles are angles that add up to 90 degrees. Now, usually it's two angles that are adding up to 90 degrees, and that's really all we're going to focus on. But if you want to write down that definition, just so that you can keep your mind jogged as to a definition, that'll work. So let's get in with an example. So as you can see right here, hold on. We've got an example right there of a right angle. We've got point A, point B, and point C. So we can say there definitely that angle ABC equals 90 degrees. And we know that because of this little square indicator here. That symbol means that angle is 90 degrees. Now let's have a look at this angle here. This angle, it looks very similar, but now we've got this little curve bit here. It's not actually square, so we can't definitively say that it's a right angle. So our question here is find the value of theta in these complementary angles. And we can do this by writing out a table of statements and values, and it's going to lead us to the conclusion that these two are actually complementary angles. So let's have a look. So what is a table of statements and reasons? Well, it's just a two-column table like that. One side says statements, and this side will say reasons. And this is starting to get into geometric proofs. Okay, so first of all, let's label each point. So we have point A, we've got point C or B, we've got point C, and out here we'll give this point D. Well, we know that angle DBC is equal to 30 degrees. And how do we know that? Well, reason, because it's been given to us. It's been labeled as 30 degrees. So that's our first step. Now let's have a look at the question and the angles that have been given. And do we have any more information? Well, when we look at the question down here, yeah, we do. We actually know that these two angles are complementary. So we know that angle DBC plus angle ABD have to equal 90 degrees, or rather are complementary. And we know that because it has been given to us. So these are 2 points that we know. We know that angle DBC is 30 degrees because it's been given. And we know that angles ABD, this angle here, and DBC, we know that those two added together are complementary. Now, when we go back to our definition of complementary angles, we know that they add up to 90 degrees. So if we know that angle DBC plus angle ABD equal 90 degrees, well, now we can start to substitute values in to find our unknown value, to find theta. And what that looks like, let's just move this down here so we've got a bit more space. Now, I know angle ABD equals theta. And I know that angle DBC equals 30 degrees. Now, when I input that into a problem that I can solve, it's going to look like theta plus 30 degrees equals 90 degrees. Well, I can now start to work backwards and cancel out here. So what is the opposite to addition? Well, I know that's subtraction. So I'm going to subtract 30 degrees from here, and I'm also going to subtract 30 degrees from here, leaving me with theta equals 60 degrees. Now, I can definitely say that angle ABD equals 60 degrees because angle DBC and angle ABD are complementary.